let's get into everyone's favorite section, and that's the best suburbs of a decent yield worth considering. So everyone, please, if you see me in public, just shout me a beer or shout me lunch, because everyone should give me that if you're watching this. But anyway, look, I'm going to start with a bracket from 500,000 to 750,000. And the first suburb I'm going to mention is one of my favorite suburbs to buy in that kind of price bracket, and that is East Geelong in Geelong. So look, East Geelong, I mean, you have probably one of the best pockets of all of Geelong, and in that being, it is right next to the Geelong Town Centre. It's got great parks and facilities, great schools. It's right next to the Botanic Gardens, and I mean, you can walk or bike ride into literally the town centre, the local stadium at South Geelong, and it's next to all the jobs of Geelong as well, so really good for that. But one of the biggest things in East Geelong is the strong serviceability there. So look, your median weekly household income there is $1,782. Your median monthly mortgage repayments is $1,827. So for people that know basically a lot of the metrics that a lot of data people use, one thing that people say is no more than 30% of income should be spent on your mortgage repayments. And look, it's slightly over 4 months every month is aside from February, unless you're in a leap year. So this is literally like 25% or less, literally, in terms of your mortgage, should I say, expenditure towards the average household income. And not only that too, but in East Geelong, it's quite a tightly held suburb and an old suburb. So that household income is probably higher for people with mortgages, because a lot of people there actually own their houses outright. So definitely something to consider. And you're getting a yield of, 3.5% to 4% in East Geelong, which is just incredible for a suburb that has done like 9% long term. So definitely one suburb to consider. Look, you're picking them up for, 700 to 750,000 as well. So sometimes 650,000, but you'd be lucky to get that. Look, another suburb is actually in a metropolitan market, which I find incredible, and that suburb is Braybrook in Melbourne's inner west. So look, something about Braybrook is it's actually in the top 50 suburbs of Australia in terms of capital growth over the last 30 years. It's done nearly 10% growth over the last 30 years. And look, Braybrook was previously called the Bronx of Melbourne because it had a lot of public housing. In 2006 alone, about 62% of the entire rental population of the suburb was in public housing. That number is less than 20% today, and it's being sold off even more, to give you an idea. So look, Braybrook really is kind of like the home of the Centre West, I'd say, that and Sunshine. But look, Braybrook is only about 10 k's away from the CBD, 9 to 10 k's depending on where you are in the suburb. But to give you an idea, in the east, it's the equivalent distance from the CBD as somewhere like Deep Dean or somewhere like Camberwell. So that's how close it is to the CBD. And those suburbs, are like $2.5 million, $3 million, okay? So look, Braybrook has the Centre West Plaza there. It is still developing, mind you, but it's improved a lot in recent years. But not only that, the suburb's actually already gone through rejuvenation. So if you drive through the previous industrial estates, almost all of that now is just townhouses that are already owned and sold off. A lot of new builds there that some even sell for $1.5 million, which is crazy now. And it's going through a thing called gentrification now. So it's actually a part of the government's regeneration project. So the whole suburb is going to improve in fascia and everything like that as well. But also the median income in Braybrook has also nearly tripled over the last 15 years, which is crazy. And it's only going to increase from now. I'm telling you that right now. So look, you're still picking it up for, 750,000 or so. So look, that's not, in 10 years, that's going to be probably somewhere near the double the price, maybe more, depending on how the market performs. But long term, it's probably your best suburb. In my opinion, best suburb under $750,000 to buy in the whole country. And you're getting 3.8 to 4% yield. So I don't know a single other country suburb that will perform at those kind of numbers, that you'll get those kind of numbers. So that's something for everyone to consider.